Hello, welcome back. Last time, something very tragic happened to Lyle's best friend, and wow, I must have fought a lot of things because I have, like, another entire quarter of experience than what I had at my last save. That's quite a gap. Wow. So, I have a huge amount of stuff to do today. I got a crown. That's the last seal of Icarus. I got a ring, and I don't know what to do with it. Let's find out if it does anything if I use it. Special effect item. Nothing happens. Okay. So I could have used it over her body without wasting it, maybe. I can't imagine a ring she had on her would have brought her back from death. It's just, I don't know, it was my first thought. But then my second thought was, what if it's for something else and if that wastes it? I just don't know. Let's use this crown. And I could actually use some healing. Looking at my vitals. Now, oh, that's another zone entirely. That is not what I expected. Oh, I'm at the mouth of the river. I don't want to be here right now. Okay, so that takes me somewhere. Actually. The Hill of Prayer. Upon this hill, just outside the outer wall of the castle, King Alfred and the Queen offered a prayer for peace. Since then, the hill has been called the Hill of Prayer. Alex's tomb is located on this hill. It is a sacred place. I'll take a super quick peek. Okay, that was my quick peek. Hold on, wait. Am I... No, I want to be where that crystal was. I'm gonna load. Okay, loaded. So, that takes me to a whole new zone. That's way up... far away, you know, halfway across the map. Somewhere I've never been. Maybe that's the only way to access it. Anyway, I have exploration to do around here first, and I also need to go back to the Earth Cave and snuffle around to the ground and see if there's some precious metal there. I need to buy a flask from Ed. I need to talk to Marilyn. I want to talk to Leon, too. And one more thing. Okay, that would be there in that spot. Kind of far from the crystal. Right, this crystal was hard to find. Don't run too fast and trip over a parastool. Yeah, like that one. And just kind of remember those were a thing while I was running blindly. There's another one around here, right somewhere. Skeleton. This starter step thing I learned is a useful ability. Okay, I am there. I see where I want to be. It is a lot slower than sprinting, though, because my stamina definitely drains faster than it regenerates. Yeah, still faster than walking. Gotta keep my eyes up in the upper left to do it, though. And that makes it a little harder to get where I'm going. Oops, well, I went too low. Alright, well, then I'll just commit to sprinting. Okay, so you. Is it absolutely impossible to harm you from the back? Just in case you, like, hurt me a lot for some reason or something, I'm gonna heal. Yeah, that didn't even connect. Okay. Looks like just nothing happens. You don't use those spikes on your tail or anything. Alright. So, impervious barrier there. Unless, like, firewall might go through? Oh, it did. Oh, okay. Oh. That works. Wow. I did not expect that to work so well. Alright, well, Earth Heal was a bit of a waste, but hey, no it wasn't. It gave me security against the unknown. Even when I'm picking something up, it defogs. So weird how that is. Weiss Root! Eat! Alright, you. Let's fight. Ow! Well, we're doing it. Ouch! Ouch! When you poke me, I lose control for a while. I was holding back that entire time. But my camera had to stop wobbling before I could actually move. Alright, healed. Fighting near a fountain. It's completely inconsequential. The lizard should drink from the fountain too and heal himself. No, he shouldn't. That'd be annoying. Alright, so I could have filled up a blue potion. It's probably unnecessary though. I'll probably be at a gold fountain by the time I feel the need. Okay, a lot of bones here. Okay, so this goes. What does this do? Does it also go? Seems to, yeah, there's just stuff all over the place. Ow! Okay. Oh, blue bar emptied. It's gonna take a long time to refill. You know what, I'm just not gonna worry about it. I do not understand my mana bar. It's like the last spell I cast has some effect on how quickly it refills, but like, it's not the only thing that affects it. It's confusing. Tess! Oh, right, you have earth rings. And I don't know how to hurt you very much. You get the lesser hit effect from this. Still works though. Ouch. Ouch. If only I had a jump button. Lyle doesn't come equipped with one of those though. Oh, that boulder hit me twice. Right, what's going on in here? Big round valley. You're gonna earth me. Oh, you didn't. I'm looking at the way your elbows connect, and it's kind of weird. I know some things about like why that might be as far as 3D animation in this era goes, but still. They get real thin where they bend. Yeah, okay, so goes down at that speed, but recharges super slow, that blue bar. What is this maze? Oh, I'm back at the entrance. Ah, that looped around. Okay, that's what this maze is. I didn't realize there was a... Yes, I did realize there was a way I hadn't gone to the entrance. Okay, so I could have arrived... Ah, going this route, I could have arrived at the other end of that turtle. I think. Yeah, there weren't any one-way barriers this way. Okay, but Firewall did the trick. That seems like a significant weakness. One I will happily exploit. Okay, is this one of the ways I didn't go? Yes, kinda, if I stick to the right. So isn't this place supposed to be like a lizard civilization or something? It's just a valley. The Valley of Garen. The others fled or were eaten by the Garen lizards, which ate dwarfs as their staple food. Like, they have, you know, crafted weapons, they have armor, they're bipedal, they can use magic, they're clearly intelligent. Maybe this isn't their home, it's just where they happen to be right now. On their way to eat some tasty dwarves and humans. But if they're named for this valley, I don't know, that's weird. Okay, whoa, where's my map? There it is. So I've been everywhere except in this cave, I think. Wait, let's check that again. Looks like it. Okay, so done with this zone as soon as I see the back of this cave. It's a crystal. Alright. Well, I'll use it. And then I'll go see Ed, I think? So Ed is in the cemetery. I don't really have direct transport to there. What I do have transport to, though, is a place right outside the Earth Cave, so let's go ahead and get that out of the way. Although I won't have Ed's fourth flask to, well, Ed's first flask, my fourth flask to fill, but that's fine. I'll get to it when I get to it. It's fine. Right, and I should actually fill the ones that I have. Okay, so, Earth Cave, you are, I believe, just over to my left. I have not found the Archmage of Wind yet. Yeah, I have Earth, Fire, and Water, but not Wind. Okay, right, yeah, that's how this place is. I'm still waiting for the Silver Key. People around here in, this is not Kaysen, this is not, Quist, this is Ralugo. People around here in Ralugo might want to know of Lynn's death. I should probably tell them about it. But I'm doing this first. Alright, I'll make a circuit on my way through. Okay, the place where I fought the Promeus Golem. Somewhere in the southwest. I think maybe the very southwest corner? So if I turn right now, and just kind of keep going, I mostly get there, seems like. Scrabbling around on the ground for this thing is going to be pretty unpleasant, but I think I should at least almost certainly recognize the cave when I get to it. I fell down a ledge, I think. Pretty sure. And, I did save recently, right? Yes. I want to go... turn left. Okay. Ouch. Right, I can kill those faces, but it's not worth it. I think I fell down a cliff, and then was in a fairly sizable arena, and the thing that matched that profile on the map was not this, but this is the spot. Okay, so here. Alright. Where do you suppose I killed that boy? The skeleton of the giant. Was it in this room? Maybe if it dropped here it disappeared by now. This isn't it. Sometimes things on the ground are just invisible. Let me check that other spot. I think this probably isn't actually where I fought the thing. It was a narrower room. That's why, again, this southwestmost spot looks so, so right to me. And maybe I'll fall down another cliff. I will. Yeah. I took the wrong turn. This is not the way. I meant to go here. No fall. This is not where I fought Promeus Golem. It wasn't a rough-hewn room like this, was it? Ooh, you were hurt by my sword. Okay. So even the sword... Ooh, this sword's good. Wow. Where do you suppose that thing was? Probably not anything in front of me. Maybe that other turn was the way. Let's check there. Yeah, it's gonna be real hard to know. Do I really have to go digging around in old video footage? I don't wanna, it's such a pain. Let's assume it might have been here. There it is. No, that's just a little line in the floor. Okay, okay, either this is not the room, or it's invisible and I haven't touched the spot, or it never dropped in the first place. And how would anyone ever know which of those it is? Alright, fine, I don't want to do it. I hate this, but I'm gonna check where it was. Okay, I was in the wrong spot. I see where it is. I actually was able to find it a lot quicker than I expected, which was nice. Can I go back? No. Okay, well that's a pain. So if I go forward... I have to go through another loop. Great. Okay, fine. Guess I'll go through another loop. Okay, so up on the cliff now. Where I actually want to go is this way. Really? No, I landed in the same place again. Okay. It's confusing, because there's a hairpin right turn there. And it's very well hidden by the cave walls. Alright, so there's you I'm going to ignore. There's this spot that I'm going to ignore. I want to be... not here. Is it here? Yes, here. This is the spot. So now that I know exactly what Prometheus looks like, I did find a collection of pixels that could plausibly have been it that dropped when I defeated the golem. There it is. Okay, found you. You were there. Alright, great. So that's resolved. Next step, Ed. And the closest teleport to him is still the eye. Alright, so let me do my solemn duty here and report Lynn's death to the people who might care about her. Will they actually have anything to say, though? Well, I have to check. Joe Santos, can you be coherent for a moment while I tell you about this? Wait, the fog is here, too. Has it been everywhere this whole time? There are some slimes here in this passage. You'll need antidote plants, but don't count on their effectiveness too much. You'd do best to have a silver ring. Would you like mine? What do you mean it's a gum wrapper? Really? What is with all the dialogue around Joe? I've never been so insulted. I'm a prince, you know. Have some respect. I was going to tell you that if you go through this passage, you'll come to Lake Knoll, but now I'm not going to. The lake used to be so beautiful. It was a fitting tribute to the beauty of the Queen. You can't cross it now. The bridges over the lake have all been destroyed. Only I can cross it with the special boots. I wonder when Valid is coming with the key. It was a fitting tribute to the beauty of the Queen. I wonder if you are supposed to be saying that past the point when it's relevant to me. Wait a second. Am I wearing something that, like... is making that fog happen? Those were recent acquisitions. I think I was. The fog is gone. Groundal shield causes darkness? But not the male. Why does the Groundal shield make it dark and foggy here? Earth shield was almost as good and it restores my MP, so I'm just going to use that instead, because I will definitely take the better view distance. Like, what? Okay. I'm remembering those things from Kingsfield 2 that were called Deathwalkers that made it impossible to run. So equipment sometimes has weird special effects like that. It's a thing. Did Lynn have any family who's living that I know about? I don't think she did. Jane, you want to know about this? If you're going to rescue the last few people, fulfill your destiny. Don't fail us. Okay, nope. Alright, does anyone have anything else to say? Not Jamie. Not Aaron. Not Janan. Not Mark, I think. Is this new? Come back and ask me anything you'd like. Oh, you took over as, shopkeeper now that Lynn's dead. Okay, that is new. All truth shall never be one together. Each man's own truth must be his guide while searching for deeper truth in the universe. When you have found the path to true knowledge, come back and ask me anything you like. When you have found the path to true knowledge, huh? Okay, so Silence Rod. Intellectual, wait a second. You will tell me things about my items. Oh, not actually a weapon. This rod was presented to the king by Zul Arafin. It is endowed with water magic because it lay at the bottom of the lake for over 1,000 years. Is that how it works? It has no striking power, but it has powerful magic. So put this on and use water magic that I don't have, and it'll be stronger or something? Okay. So you're Meryl, essentially. Oh, okay. Groundal Shield. Are you the one who all along was changing my item descriptions? Like I talked to you and then the descriptions showed up because you were performing this service invisibly? So hang on, I can check this. This is the Shield of the Garens. It will hurl its user into utter darkness, but will increase defense against enemy magic. The Garens were destroyed partly because they were not skilled in fighting with magic. So the other one... So right, if I look at the Utter Darkness Shield... The Shield of the Legendary Garens. It will hurl its user into utter darkness, but will increase defense against enemy magic. Now if I look at the Black Jewel, Special Armor Others, then I talk to you... Wow, like, I actually guessed that right. There was a person I was talking to who was identifying these things. That's so weird. Shadam, the Archmage of Earth, made this jewel into a ring to increase the power of Earth magic. The jewel harnesses the Earth's natural magical power and is known as its greatest masterpiece. Okay. And then... But I had that last time I talked to you and you didn't do this for me, so no, it's not quite like that. And this is phrased slightly differently, a little more compact. Okay. Well, you perform useful services. That's good to know. One more person to talk to. Michael has nothing new. Alright, let's go see Ed. Since he's kind of on the way and I haven't talked to him in a while, does Vard have anything to say? And speaking of which, I guess Harvine's castle is close to here, so let's check there too. May case time is short. Okay, well, nothing from you. Alright, what about Windboy? Alright, your name was John Creel. Alright, Guardian of Windboy, what do you have to say? You may pass now. The king's servants will escort you. Oh, okay, I'm... Alright, I have enough wind magic. Thanks. Your skin is very pale. I can tell you nothing of those who have passed here before you. Since the death of King Harvine, this palace has been covered in darkness. If only all the lamps could be lit, the palace would regain its light. You will be able to obtain this gift from the king if you're worthy. Please be cautious. Many are the perils of this place. Many have entered, but no one has returned to the light. Okay, so light the lamps, maybe. Aren't you, like, unusually old? Yeah, over 300 years. Okay, so... this is open to me now. Got it. Alright. So I guess all I had to do is, like, use a wind crystal once, maybe? Alright. Not now. Gotta go see Ed first. But this'll probably be my next quest after I'm ready. Robert, what are you up to? Playing some music? I'd also like to tell you what I deserved at the castle after Alexander's death. The observed. I thought that seemed like a weird word in there. The Moonlight Sword, the holy sword of your father, is broken. It was buried with Alexander and the tomb was securely sealed. Okay, Alex's tomb is in the zone that I get to when I use the crown. Okay, so there for the sword. Got it. 4 Archmages, Ungrind, Kalmathar, Zul Arafin, and Garnabas, formed an alliance to protect themselves until your arrival. They sealed the tomb with their respective powers, so I still need to meet Kalmathar. Only when you have mastered all 4 principles of power can you break that seal, and unless you have the Moonlight Sword, you can't break the seal to enter the castle. This was no accident, Lyle. They don't just want any schmuck breaking the seal in the castle. The 4 Archmages stood together on the Hill of Prayer. I recall their silhouette against the sunset. Okay, Hill of Prayer, that's the place. They were so detached, so mournful, so powerful. The 4 then went their separate ways and have been awaiting your arrival and the time of awakening of the Moonlight Sword ever since. The fact that the king changed so suddenly, followed by the death of Alexander and the loss of so many people, caused the Archmages great anguish and pain. They've been carrying that sorrow and grief for over 10 years now. Please put their pain to rest. That's all I know. You are the only one who can rescue our kingdom, Lyle. You must go now and prepare to meet the king. You know you are our last hope. All right. Well, thanks for your information. Okay, this is starting to feel, you know, some hints of entering endgame status. We're not there yet, but like, it's kind of in sight. I have the 3 seals. I need the sword. And yeah, like, once I bring those things to Leon, then we enter final phase, probably. Go to the castle, fight Alfred, and that's it, maybe? But I'm sure there's gonna be plenty along the way, in between here and there. James, are you still as sad and drunk as ever? Let me tell you about the important swords you need to know of. I told you about Silvarian and Capricorn. Silvarian, you did? I'm gonna have to look back at your dialogue. I don't have that one. You told me about Capricorn too, are you sure? There's also the Dark Slayer, which belonged to Gyra, the Moonlight Sword, which belonged to Seath, the sword owned by Meryl Ur, the Sword of the High Elves, and also the Triple Fang, which belonged to the King. There are some more. The Longsword, which Kane, the Vice Commander, used to own, had the name Flame engraved on it. That one is also famous. I have no use of swords anymore, but I would like to see some of them someday. I can show you the Capricorn right now. The commander could use any of those swords in combat. What a swordsman he was. I wonder how he's doing. I hope I'm not going to waste away here for much longer. I long to fight by his side. Alright. Silvarian. Was that Silviera's sword? Probably. Records. Conversation. James. Eventually. Not Jamie. The other James. Oh, he's way back here. Who was Tim? Traveling merchant. Are you the one by the lake? Yes, okay. Commander headed for the castle. Wounded, left behind, wound healed, completely exhausted. Traps. Target, bowstring, soldiers, villagers. Setting a trap for the commander's sword. When the villagers made the statue of the commander, I remember them saying something about setting a trap for the commander's sword. It was a trap to test the next recipient so that anyone smart enough and strong enough to figure out the trap could obtain the sword. The Silvarian was another of the commander's swords. Most prized swords, best swordsman, awarded along with the title of swordmaster. Sword was given to the commander by another commander, Lord Veyrak. So it came from Veyrak to Silviera and is now, I don't know where. Swordmaster Hauser used the same sword. Haven't met him. Makeshift soldiers. Commander Silviera at the castle. Evil creatures, human flesh. I met some lizards that do that. Miserable days. Commander was saddened. Special prison. Key to special prison was stolen. I have it now. Leave soldiers in prison. Powerful weapons. Lay amongst the dead. Too heavy. He would have to teach Lyle swordsmanship. Okay. Did you tell me about Capricorn? Wait, so Capricorn was Commander Silviera's sword. When the villagers made the statue of the commander, I remember them saying something about setting a trap for the commander's sword. It was a trap to test the next recipient so that anyone smart enough and strong enough to figure out the trap could obtain the sword. The Silvarian was another of the commander's swords. Incidentally, we weren't talking about that one, but that's a different sword, I guess? But like, Capricorn wasn't really in a trap-laden place. It was just behind a lot of locks. So I don't know. That seems inconclusive. Marilyn, I found you. I was at your inn. Is that so? Lynn? Hey, finally somebody cares about Lynn. I'm so sorry, Lyle. I'm sorry for what has happened to your father, too. I know all the sorrow and problems began when he changed. That must be very difficult for you, and the people all blame you, don't they? Not anymore. The ones in Reluga did for a while, but then I did something nice for them, and they stopped. Well, don't worry, I won't blame you, and I'm sure Lynn didn't either. I have the feeling that you've been empowered to grant the wishes of the people, especially the wish of Lynn. I hope you'll do your best. One of these days, peace will return to the country and you will reign as king. I'd like to tell the people about you when they return. Alright. Well, that was a nice visit. Okay, Ed, I'm finally gonna get to you. There you are. Sell me that flask. And I know you want to buy the silence rod from me. I'm still looking for the silence rod, so if you ever find it, bring it here, I'll pay you handsomely. My collection's the only pleasure I have in this miserable life. I would totally sell that to you. If I knew for sure that it was a good idea. It might be. Crystal Flask. 600GX0. That's just telling me how many I have. I don't have any because they're all gold potions. You have more than one. Oh, I figured that would be a stock of one, and once I bought one, I would never get another. Okay, so maybe I can just keep buying them here. Alright. So out of curiosity, Silence Rod. 12,300. Where is the closest crystal? You wouldn't be looking for the Silence Rod anymore. I feel like this is like the thing I do with the Silence Rod. I don't really care that much about empowering water magic. But I feel like I really do need to save before I do that. Where is a crystal? I don't know, I'll find one somewhere. Alright, I made an auxiliary save just in case this somehow turns out to be a mistake. But let's sell you the Silence Rod and see if it makes you happy. If you say I'm still looking for the Silence Rod, I'm reloading. Oh, really? 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 Seriously, Ed? Come on now. Load. So I decided to check in at Quist. I guess this guy has something new to say. So how's that little girlfriend of yours? I haven't teased you about her in years. You two used to be so cute when I'd come to visit the castle. What was her name? What a time for you to bring this up. Let me tell you something. Oh, I'm not even gonna tell him? Really? Why? What was your name? Renee Thomas. Alright, well, that's unfortunate. Jack had nothing to say. What about, Christy? Yeah, that's her name. My family fled to the neighboring kingdom when the monsters started to come out. I'm the only one left here now and I can't go anywhere because all the roads are closed. That's what you said before, isn't it? No. When I followed Leon to this place, these villages were full of people, positive energy, helping hands. It was like a dream. Fitting that a dream should turn to a nightmare, right? Recently, the evil creatures began to appear again. Families fled for their lives. The villages are nearly empty now. No one dares to even go outside anymore. The streets just aren't safe with those creatures around. I clean them up when I come through here. Actually, I don't anymore. I no longer bother. Alright, last one. Leon. I have the seals. I don't have the sword yet, though, so I'm probably wasting your time. Still watering those flowers. Uh-huh. Let's talk. Okay, we're talking, eventually. X-Selector does not give out enough power yet. It needs to grow a little more before it can exhibit the true power needed. Return when both you and the X-Selector are ready. Wait. We're gonna use this for... Hold on. Did I misread what he said to me? Does he need full power X-Selector, not Moonlight Sword? No, it was the Moonlight Sword, wasn't it? Leon? Oh boy. Leon, you're going to be all the way at the end of the list, aren't you? Okay, I can hold and it goes that fast. That's reasonable. Good thing I have the full record. Pass the over not too soon. Please take with you this final sword. Final sword? The X-Elector. For the magical powers, for Archmages. I'm assuming the Archmage of Wind is in the castle? You must have the 4 magical powers to obtain the Moonlight Sword, with which you can break the seal of the castle. Besides the powers, also obtain Seals of Icarus. Remember that you must have the 3 Seals of Icarus in order for you to fulfill your destiny. I at least need the crown. I'm not certain the other 2 were necessary, but they probably will. X-Elector will grow with you and increase in its power just as you do. One day you will need its power. When you have the 3 Seals of Icarus, bring them to me along with this sword. Oh, he just said this sword and I assumed Moonlight Sword, but he was talking about X-Elector. Okay. So, power up X-Elector once? More? Twice more? Some number more times. More than 0 more times. And then I can do something with it with the seals. Okay. Now, it powered up when I leveled up. I didn't need to specifically be holding it. So, like, equipping it now shouldn't make a difference, right? I imagine. Okay, so, anyway. Alright, I really wish I had a transport to Quist, because, like, it's kind of a pain to come all the way back here when I, want to do stuff. And I'll have to do it at least once more, but I need full power X-Elector first. And I don't know if full power is level 3 or something higher. What's this weird little tiny tree? It's so small and cute. Suddenly I'm noticing the tiny tree. And there's the sealed chest. I mean, do I have any more keys than last time I messed with this? Does this say nothing happens, or does it say wrong key? It does say wrong key. Nothing happens with that kind of key. That's not a key, or at least not to that chest. I mean, I've already tried this with all the keys I own. Storage, I do have... That's not true. I didn't try it with Lynn's key or the jail key. I might have tried it with the jail key. I probably didn't, though. Just to be sure. Wrong key. Lynn, did you lock this chest? Wherever your key is. Did I not move it? I thought I did. Did I take out the note instead? I might have taken out the note instead. I did. Lynn's key. Wrong key. Alright then. I'm gonna store the notes, but keep the key out just in case I want to do this useless exercise again with another chest. I probably will. Okay, so next time, Castle of Wind looks real appealing. There's also Hill of Prayer. There's also someplace called the Path of Thieves, apparently, that I saw once, and I have no idea where. And that Passage of Death and Traps that was off of the ice fields. Is that all I have? Supposed Path of Thieves that I wrote about once. Whatever the deadly place was called. Palace of Wind, Hill of Prayer. I think that's everything. Yeah, okay, so Palace of Wind next time, probably. I'll see you then.